All right, we good. Welcome everybody to another edition of the ATF Radio Show here at Executive Cigar Lounge in cloudy Sanford, 225 West Seminole Boulevard. Today we have some shirts and shoes to my right, and Chair 4 Steve on his right. Got a lot of things to talk about. First of all, happy Veterans Day, sir.
Happy Veterans Day to you. Didn't get to see you, so
belated happy veterans to both of you.
Thank you. I don't even know where to start.
yeah, start anyway.
Actually, this is November, the month to remember, as we come upon the season of Thanksgiving. We'll get into what you're thankful for this year at another time. But one of the things that I am thankful for is, again, the opportunity to smoke fine cigars. So I'm starting off this day with the Rodriguez Privada. I've given each of you a couple of time cigars, so let me know when you get those fired up, because that Iron Reserve 5-year, I believe we had a conversation not too long ago. You said you hadn't had one yet, correct?
Yeah, I haven't yet.
So you have to fill me in once you knock out that David off. I see you are puffing on. And, what's your first one of the day? Or, I'm sorry, what are you smoking right now? I should say your first one of the day.
Yeah. Another test blend.
Oh, okay.
I've already started.
All right, don't forget, share the test blends with your brothers in arms over here.
Yeah, your test blend ain't here yet.
All right. Stop. We wait.
The art man is on his way.
Let's go.
But yeah, that was one of my new San Andreas wrappers, but filler and binders, a bit heavier than the San Andreas Maduro that I already have up.
Okay.
So this one's in that realm of like that triple Maduro almost.
I was gonna say, is it a triple Maduro? Would you call it an Oscuro? What
Triple Maduro.
Triple Mad? Okay.
But this smells delightful.
Mm-hmm. It's the Byron Reserve 5-year. And it's funny, and I've told Stephen this before too, that when I first tried Byron some years ago, I didn't care for it. And I immediately went, as you know, to Atabey, and I was just one of the Atabey spending spree, if you will.
Yeah,
but something told me to give the
Right here, 5 boxes.
Yeah, well, I bought like 4 boxes of it.
Shit.
And after going through them, I said, well, you know what? They come from the same,
I'll try again.
same location. Yeah, I'm bad with that. And so I decided to give the Byron another try, and I really have grown to appreciate it as much as the Atabey. So I don't know if you've had that one or if you haven't had it lately. But
I have not had this.
well, then let me know.
It's a cigar that I have never tried.
What?
I can be honest and tell you.
Man, this is a landmark day here at the ATF Radio Show. It is rare that I've given you something to try that you haven't had before. In most cases, because you didn't want to try it. In the case of certain cigars, which we won't even bother naming.
I guess I'll go ahead. I'm just excited. I just smoked the crap out of those.
We're privately funded. Fuck, I don't care.
Fair enough.
This calls for. Steve, I know you got pop. You right. Now it's
Calls for what?
Cedar.
Oh, I was going to say this calls for gummies.
Well,
You got my pepper sauce?
shit, man.
God damn it. The show is over. Take your ass home. I'm done with this.
It's been a long night. It's been a long.
That's all right. Once I get it, it will have aged like fine wine. So that's all I can say about that.
Premium vagina.
I don't know where to go with that, but okay. So,
Well, my day's complete. You're stumped.
yeah.
So, Steve, are you going to be joining us next week?
I'll be here. I should be.
Oh.
Is there something special that I'm supposed to be remembering that I don't remember?
No. We haven't announced it. We're not going to announce it until Saturday where we're going to be.
But we won't be here.
No, not. We're in Sanford. But we will be having
Somewhere in the state of Florida.
some good fun, some historical fun, a lot of drinking, a lot of smoking,
Food.
food. By the way, shout out to Chantel.
She'll be there.
Oh, really? Very nice, very nice.
She'll be there. There will be bands performing.
Say what?
And the bands will make them dance.
Do I need to bring anything to drink, or?
Yep.
Bring Blackwood.
I ain't got
Oh, okay. Well,
nothing.
Bring your beer.
Not my choice.
yeah. Well then, just bring yourself.
I mean,
Bring yourself, be
You
yourself.
can't go black cookout with empty handed.
I'll bring some liquor.
You can.
Yeah,
Just
you
don't have to
sure
leave.
can. You want to know how you can?
You don't have to leave empty-handed.
You can be one of them uncles that don't never show up with nothing and take everything on their way out.
You like Spice Adams.
Yeah. The food ain't ready yet.
Y'all know me.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I have been on the show with a couple of bowls of Tupperware in a
I
Walmart
got
place
you.
that had equipment
Hey,
going to a cookout.
no shame.
And after I packed my bag and put it back in the truck, then I go eat.
No shame. None at all. So yes, your first impressions on that island. She did it well.
On the cold draw, I didn't get anything off of it.
It's passive type. I can't pull anything out of it initially.
That was the first comment I was gonna make.
Because that's cold draw. You can't get anything out of cold draw because it's so tight.
Yeah, it's right. I mean,
Which is not a bad thing necessarily because typically when it burns, it opens up anyway.
It
Naturally. So if it's constructed perfectly, when you open it, when you set it on fire, it's going to be like just about that in the middle draw. Not too heavy, not too light.
and I like you and I keep arguing for pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely about at a 69 community almost.
Mm-hmm.
Firm. Actually, off first taste, I would say this is very similar to a Hemingway short story.
Okay.
Getting that heavy, kind of like roasted cashew and pistachio taste. Very nutty, as it were.
Got
Still
that?
in the medium range.
It is.
I haven't really gotten into it yet, so I can't give you any more, but I am enjoying it so far, I will tell you that.
Good. Well, like I said, I am just pleased.
Bulldog ain't playing today, boy.
I'm just pleased to have been able to provide you with something that you haven't smoked yet. So that's always a good thing. So you've certainly provided my palate with many of cigar varieties. So I appreciate it.
Oh,
So,
picked up some heavy white pepper on this, on the tip of my tongue. Nice. Not spicy, Habano spicy, but strong enough to give you a little fight. Shout out to the Cigar Chick, aka our good friend Lindsay Heller.
yes,
Still crushing it in the cigar game
she is. She is.
and in the kitchen.
She really is.
I've been looking at her Instagram all week and just drooling. Like, man, I kind of want to fly her out so she can cook for us. And smoke cigars with me. You know what I mean?
Of course. She should be wanting to get out of the cold and come on down anyway.
Yeah, it's brutal.
I cook fast.
Although I was loving the cold weather we would get.
Yeah, it was comfortable.
I was on the patio in 40-degree weather with a t-shirt on, smoking a cigar. And my neighbors are looking at me like I'm half retarded. So, and I know you come from that Chi-Town weather, so you miss it as well.
I do. You all, it's funny because in the transitional season in Chicago I've always enjoyed. I've always liked spring and February. So
It's not quite. You haven't got to the early part of the year.
definitely.
So you know when it's fall, it's not super cold. And when it's spring, it's not really really hot. Yeah.
Now you look at old school. Are you picking up any cedar,
Just a smidge.
any chocolate?
Um,
Maybe later on you might pick it up. But I pick up on that generally in the second, third. But I don't know if it hit you yet. Sophistication of your palate. So. And shout out to Cigar Beauty, who we will have a return engagement for. As you know, she just started her own cigar line called Crown Cigars.
oh yes.
She's got a King, a Queen, a Knight, a Prince, and
Well, Chestnut.
I don't think so.
No.
But yeah, so she said she'd give me a shirt and give me some cigars to try. And shout out to Louis Salazar, who's officially launched the Everyday Cigar Club,
Yes.
and we will see how that goes. I had an early version of his Connecticut last year, which I enjoyed, and then I had another blend of his that I thought needed more aging, but not to say it's not going to be a good cigar once it's fully baked out. So we will see how that goes. But it's nice to see other people that we know who've repped other brands for a long time coming out with their own. Also, shout out to someone we also follow, Anya Ramirez, who started the Don Fausto cigar line. So proud of her. Hope to see her again here at some point. Maybe get her on and talk sticks with her.
Stick talk.
And stick talk with Anya. Maybe give it a name or something like that. So. Well,
We all know stick talk is something else.
we do, but for purposes of this show, stick talk is cigar talk. So,
Is it?
okay.
Well, I mean,
Well,
firearms.
This show is kind of weird.
we go back and forth. We can do a little bit of everything.
It could be anything.
It could be stick talk, it could be dick talk. So,
Well, I was referring to long white people. When I said stick talk.
how?
Boomsticks.
Boom, shaka laka.
Oh, so I did
Yes.
start my weight loss journey on Monday.
Yeah, you are. One of the things that I did notice that you are putting the alcohol aside for a while. Is that correct?
Well, I did talk to my doctor.
That's a no.
No, here's what it is. I actually did. Up until Wednesday, we were talking.
Oh, whole 2 days, my man.
3 days. And he was telling me, he was like, because I restricted myself to 800 calories a day. He's like, are you fucking killing yourself? I was like, what do you mean?
Well, you're on a mission. I get
It's like, no, don't go cold turkey on everything. It's like, slow that shit down. He's like, 2 glasses of whiskey a day ain't gonna hurt you. I'm like, well, write me a fucking prescription so I can carry that shit around in my pocket. So I started off on Monday at 2:30, and as of this morning, I'm 212. So I
Wow.
lost 18 pounds.
Congratulations.
Shout out to the drugs. Because I didn't want to HCG diet. Once I dropped so much. But then I realized,
Are those that's injections, correct?
yep, that's injections.
Okay.
But I had realized that, they always say, oh, if you're feeling hungry, drink some water. That's usually what it is for me. Like I'm thirsty, but I feel like I'm hungry, so I eat. So I increased my water intake from 1 gallon to 2 gallons a day. And I've been dropping the weight. Dropped off 40% of my body fat already.
Man.
So
So do you have a goal weight in mind, or is it just are you going by feel, or are you going to do this for a certain length of time? And what's your plan for the holiday season? You got Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas, all these opportunities and holidays where you will have access to lots of great fattening food.
So the plan is, it's a 21-day program. So I'll still be in it during Thanksgiving.
Be gone.
Ain't catching him. So I'm still going to stay restricted. He's also told me that some of the things that I cut out of my diet, I can introduce like cheese, even though it's a little fatty. A little bit of cheese is fine.
Probably certain types of cheese are going to be better than others.
Yeah, and my biggest thing is the carbs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love my pasta. I love my rice.
Yeah, that's all sugar.
So yeah, exactly. So other than that, altering that aspect, and I'm still on the, no bread cake, no rice cake, no pasta. So
are you going to do any rice substitutes like cauliflower rice or anything like that?
I'm not eating that random shit. Cauliflower rice, that's the thing in the world.
You just gotta.
However, common space.
Uh-huh.
The cauliflower crust pizza, I do enjoy.
Okay.
The cauliflower rice and the cauliflower mashed potatoes and all that shit.
I like the mashed potatoes.
It's just disgusting.
The rice you gotta just make sure you get the water out of it, get it strained out well, and then then season it up right. So I've done it a few times with shrimp and some other things. It's worked out. It's just a matter of.
So I do go to California Pizza Kitchen.
Oh, I can't stand that place. Shout out to California Pizza Kitchen.
What's her name?
The first and only time I went there, I got food poisoning. So there are two places I will never go. I will never go to California Pizza Kitchen, and I will never go to Arby's. The first and only time I ever had Arby's, I had food poisoning. The only thing I'll get at Arby's, besides napkins, is a glass of water.
You want to drink water? Water will give you diarrhea too.
Well, it wasn't the water. It was the food.
I'm just saying, like, if you go drink one, be careful.
Yeah, so Arby's, California Pizza Kitchen, if you're listening,
Smash burger.
I will never dine in your establishment again. So,
But yeah, it's been going well. I'm gonna do the first 21 days to see where I'm at. My goal was actually 205,
okay,
but I think I'm gonna go under that and probably hit about 190,
okay.
and then just build back up to 200. I think it'll be easier that way. So your boy's fitting extra large shirts now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, trying to get back to that Chair Force Steve physique.
I don't even know what that means. But
That's still your Army physique. It ain't really Air Force, so that's where we started. So that's where I'm gonna keep it.
Did you ever start on that regimen of, what was it, the 141, or what is it, the 14?
Oh, the PT 141?
Yeah,
No, I have not started that yet.
okay.
One of the reasons is HCG on its own, and I take it daily, take a shot daily. It increases your viscosity of the seed, but also gives you higher urges. So I didn't need it before, but I definitely don't need it now. Like I'm sure I'd probably be single if that was the case.
Man, about to start making pornos in
Venus Williams,
a minute.
born in the tennis,
Wow.
tennis pro.
Wow. Aces everywhere, huh?
You get back shots instead of backhands.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
all right.
There you have it.
Yeah, what happened was,
I got nothing from you. You?
That was fun.
No?
He said it.
what happened was I was watching Dexter today and decided to take a nap. And then I woke up when I texted you guys at 2:45. So I'm well rested.
So, as a Dexter fan, was that kill justified?
I have not watched the new season yet.
Oh!
I am rewatching everything from the
You
beginning.
watching Dexter yet?
Yeah, I
Oh,
like
okay,
Dexter.
okay.
So I'm still on wrapping up season 5.
Okay. All right. So he's past
After his wife
so
gets murdered and he
yeah.
kills the guy.
and he's past the ice truck killer and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
oh yeah, the Ice Truck Trailer was first season. Yeah, so now we're in the episodes where he goes to kill the animal control guy and kills him in the house.
Yeah.
And one of the girls that he's kept captive,
Yes.
number 13,
Yeah.
which is what's her name, Julia Stiles
Yes.
from Save the Last Dance.
Yeah. I was a big Julia Stiles fan back in the day. She's kind of fallen off the map since, but she has that very interesting round face.
You know who else? Anna Paquin,
Yes.
True Blood.
Yes.
Now she's not really my type, but there's just something about You know what I think it is? I think it's that little gap.
And let's face it, she did her thing in the True Blood series.
Yes, she did. So,
Yeah.
You mean Vampire Force?
so
Oh,
That's what it is.
I mean, hey, it was better than the Twilight series.
Anything better.
oh yeah, that sucked too.
And what else I say? I don't know. I'm all over the place today.
But congrats with you embarking on this weight loss journey. You know, we only get one body. You know, only one shot to make this work, extend our lives as long as we can. So proud of you, my brother. We're going into starting something like this, as I said before, just coming into the holiday season. You know, that's real shit right there.
Yeah. And then I'm losing because what I think I'm going to do is go back into the work of our esteemed friend and driver.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you willing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Getting a little antsy. You know, it's been a while, so
All right. It is who you are. So
back my board.
Yeah.
It made me a man. So
yeah, the training is there. So
it may see Steven, but I may not be in a uniform of sorts.
Trust me, you ain't gonna see me.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, I mean, going.
You do to go down range.
Well, they're already talking about something next year anyway. Which is really weird because it's just like everyone knows, but it's like it's so super secret. Nobody wants to say where, what, anything like that. So right now we're just on standstill. So who knows?
Always on standby.
And it's like, hey, you feel like going somewhere for 6 months? I mean, you know, I'm gonna get paid a month there. Let's go.
pay the man.
Ain't gonna turn nothing down to my collar.
That saying is usually reserved for something else, but okay.
Hey,
Well, ever since I can remember seeing you in the Poppies College. So.
Pop it.
Um,
Oh, shout out to Caitlin who earlier this week did another Sports Center Top 10 edition. So proud of her.
she's killing that shit.
So keep going. That her ultimate goal is to snag one of those anchor chairs. So keep putting that work.
She's working it. Also, want to take a moment, more somber note, to recognize the 4 SF soldiers that were killed in Africa.
Oh, I didn't hear
years
that.
ago. It was a couple years
Oh,
ago.
so it's an anniversary.
Staff Sergeant Brian Black, Staff Sergeant Jeremiah Johnson, Staff Sergeant Dustin Wright, and Sergeant LaDavid Johnson.
I remember that because they had the video of that. Yeah, I do remember that. That's the
Staff
4 years
Sergeant.
already?
Staff Sergeant LaDavid Johnson was someone I knew.
It seemed like
young guy.
It seemed like a bad setup too for them. Well, they just walked into an ambush.
Well, that's exactly what it was. And there still aren't any answers to it. But Veterans Day morning, I'm having a cup of coffee and a cigar watching the Today Show, or sorry, Good Morning America. And they were doing a special on that. And his wife, who's also in the military, you know, was there talking about the situation and talking about, you know, the family and missing him and everything. So again, just a remembrance to all our fallen soldiers, brothers and sisters in arms.
Past, present, and future.
I also lost one of my very, very good friends who I've known since I was a teenager, who was in the Army as well. I'm going to celebrate his birthday in Puerto Rico and got pulled under by a riptide, and him and his brother both passed. And he's a strong swimmer, you know what I mean? We come from a Caribbean country, so we're always in the water. His father of 4,
Gotta be careful.
his brother, yeah. His brother had 4 kids and 2 grandkids. So I'll probably be headed up to Maryland the within the next week or two to go to their homegoing services. But shout out to Rawl and Ryan Forge, my friends, and just peace to their families, especially his mom and dad. They were very close, even though they were adults. They still went over for dinners every week and spent a lot of time with them. So just hope that the pain gets a little easier every day that they wake up, because those are only two kids. And it's one thing to bury a child, but you're burying both your children.
Only kids,
Yeah.
simultaneously. I can't even imagine that kind of pain. So
And
my
then
condolences to their families and additional friends too. So
and then dealing with 8 grandkids and 2 great grandkids that, especially the young ones not understanding why dad's not coming home.
yeah. So if there's any memorials or scholarships or anything that's set up for them, let me know. I'd like to be able to
Definitely.
support.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve, I know what you can bring in on Saturday.
Who? What?
Wallers.
Nah. Fuck that. I ain't asking for that shit. Some fucking brisket. Brisket.
I don't do this.
I knew it. See, that was a test.
I don't think so. I'm not Bristol
Pork.
pork.
What'd I tell you?
He said it.
What'd I say?
He said it.
That's a Texas thing, sir.
True.
How about some beer can chickens?
Pretty easy. Think about how much chicken that's been sitting there that my wife wanted but didn't even use.
No, well, even better. It's already been seasoned and it's set up.
No, it's just sitting there. It's just
Oh.
frozen raw chicken.
Okay. Break it out.
Either way. So I've been sipping on St. Augustine.
Which one?
Crack open Saints.
Oh, did you finally? Yeah. Yeah. You gotta crack it open at some point.
So
When are we doing the blend for executive? When is that supposed to take place? I thought that was supposed to be this week.
it's supposed to be
The 16th, right?
The 16th, Tuesday, but I have not heard from Senor Darnell.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for his confirmation before I can let him know. But we will be seeing Matt anyway this week,
Okay.
because he's going to come down and he's going to drop off some libations for our Saturday soiree, as it were.
Okay.
So, I don't know, I lost it. My mind is blank. Somebody else take over.
Gotta hold it together, son. Hold it together.
That helped.
Just further from everything now.
Are
I
we-
am going to. I am going to see my Wizards play today. This evening.
Oh, I
They
didn't
played
know.
at Amway. Yep, they played at Magic tonight. So one of my patients actually is a radio host for ESPN
Oh, nice.
and does sports radio for them. And he's like, "Hey, I got tickets. Anytime you want to go." And I was like, "Oh, I'll only, I said I'll go, but I like to go when the Wizards are in town, but I don't know when they're in town." And this was yesterday. He's like, "Oh, well, they're in town tomorrow."
Perfect.
I was like, "Oh, okay." And so by the time he left the office, I got a text with my tickets and everything. So I'll be going to that game tonight to enjoy it. Try not to lose my shit. And I plan to.
They should be around. You got a question for me?
What did you think on this Byron? What did you get?
I picked up the cedar. I picked up the chocolate. I picked up some of that spice he was talking about. I didn't recognize it as peppery. I just recognized it more as sort of like a cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Yeah.
Like a cinnamon or like some kind of Middle Eastern kind
Yeah.
of spice.
Yeah, that's what I picked up on it. But it's a stick that I've been enjoying a lot lately. So that's what I picked up. From all of those, I picked up from second, third, all the way through. So, and it's a powerhouse smoke too.
It is. I will say that it is.
It's the ones that I've had, it's taken me the better part of an hour to get through that whole stick too. You don't have to relight it much, which of course I like and can be, is not necessarily, but can be one of the hallmarks of a well-constructed cigar. So, but
I mean, that goes to and part of that goes to the construction of it being rolled so tightly. I think definitely helps it with that, not having to relight. Because there are some cigars that are my favorites that every now and again I still have to relight. It could just be because, you know, of the humidor that it's in, not necessarily the manufacturer. But yeah, you're going to be hard pressed to over humidify this stick in the humidor at night.
yeah,
So yeah, it's a lot. It's very dense. Very
Because
dense.
I mean, usually when you get something with this kind of gauge, it's usually more fluff in it. But this is just tons of tobacco and one. I'm good. It's like a ton of tobacco in this size. And yeah, like I say, usually if you were to grab this, you squeeze it and you would actually like it would give a lot. This gives it all, none at all. It's very stiff because it's just so tight to the extent that you have to know that the wrapper has got to be a solid leaf because
Quite like a fiber.
it's not even, you know, it's not breaking under it or anything like that. So
Sidebar.
yeah.
Who in the hell thought it was a great idea to change our ginger ale from Canada Dry to fucking Schweppes?
It is a distribution issue.
Oh, okay.
It is not by design. It's by we need ginger ale. We can't get that, so we're getting this right.
All right.
yeah,
I was about to pull up the
Like-
white kid shit, pull a gun out.
it's like it tastes like artificial.
Yeah.
Art, you ain't got no comment for that thing?
No, because you're absolutely right.
Not gonna argue with a man talking about pulling guns out.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Man, Florida State is whooping Miami's ass. I'm so happy.
You don't like Miami?
I mean, I love them, but Florida State's the team, so. And then them fucking youth fans always talking shit about everybody.
Because they used to win it.
I know. That's all I can see them fucking lose.
That's how I feel about Notre Dame. I hate Notre
Oh,
Dame.
they've been shitting the bed the past couple years.
I do not like Notre Dame. I don't like their arrogance. They always talk about how they're good enough to be an SEC conference team. Well, then step up and join the conference.
As a Southerner, we don't acknowledge Notre Dame as even a role equal in college. Just saying. I don't think I've ever heard anybody in ACC be like, Notre Dame is going to be a competitive team. Never. That's never been
Yeah.
ever in my life. Maybe USC, maybe some other school.
They talk about Rudy.
Yeah, yes, honestly, really, growing up, that's all I ever thought about when it came to Notre Dame was Rudy, and it took me forever to realize it was even in Indiana.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know it was in Indiana until like I think I was almost an adult.
And I did like Tim Brown when he was there, Hall of Fame wide receiver. So
That's never. I mean, I noticed them as a team, but I mean, as far as like a competitor, they never became on any of my radar. So.
Oh, have you smoked that Apocalypse? Did I get you?
yeah,
How was that?
another one. I can tell by the smile on your face, you knew I would enjoy it. So thank you for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's from the original release box.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely. So, but thank you again. So,
Oh, that's what I smoked this morning.
what?
The first one I smoked this morning was I'm gonna Crown Zero.
That's what I smoked at John's Thursday night. Yeah, on the Crown. This one had a red label on
Oh, the
Oh,
Sunny
Sunny
Roll.
Roll.
it. Yeah,
That's the newest one.
yeah,
And I had a French press coffee.
yeah. It's good. It's really good. Another powerhouse smoke. Another one. It took me a good 45 minutes to get through that one too.
Have you smoked the anniversaries too?
Yes.
I like that one.
Yeah, that one you gave me was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what that actually tastes a lot like? It tastes like what's the other one that they make? The ones we've been trying. the green and the red and the
Oh, Bandolero.
Bandolero.
Yeah.
It tastes a lot like the Bandolero.
It does.
Like
It does
a
taste
lot, like to the extent that it's almost like if you were to say it's practically the same blend, maybe not as aged, I would say I can see that.
Yeah.
Because it tastes literally like it to me.
It does. It does. That's a good call. I didn't think about that because I remember when I smoked it, I was like, "This is familiar," but I try to
Good band
smoke.
show now.
I try to smoke a cigar and give it its own rating review. I try to compare it to anything else.
Tastes like the blue one.
It does. It
That's
does.
the one that tastes the most.
I like the blue and the green the best. I go back and
I
forth.
like the green.
I know you do. I know you do.
It's like it's not a dynamic difference, but it's enough that it's like this is for sure.
I knew I had a question for you, Steven.
See some more.
You looking forward to that new Guy Fieri chicken shack or something like that?
I'm interested to see how that's gonna work, and I'm gonna call it the battle of the chicken because you
He's
got
like Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, and then you got a PBQ down the street.
Well, PBQ to me is overpriced for what it is.
It's like
Never had it.
PBQ is just like, hey, we don't got a long line, come over here. So it's like
He also,
Literally,
he
but-
also had that Maryland fried chicken. He said that was good too.
Oh, Maryland fried chicken is a great, yeah, that's a good spot.
Because I was telling them every
Yeah,
time
man,
when I
I'm
see them,
looking
they're
at
never
it
crowded.
today.
So I always wonder, all right, if they're good, how come there's nobody ever in there?
it's good though. It's really good. I was really surprised. It's almost like I said, it's I don't know for sure if that's how they make it, but it tastes like roasted fried chicken.
Okay.
It's roasted and fried,
Yeah.
but also, like, and that's where you get, their concept is, they come from Maryland, but the concept is because in Maryland, well, in Baltimore especially, you get chicken boxes, which are like your hard fried chicken and fries.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Yeah. And when I first saw it down here, I was like, what the fuck do these people know about Maryland?
Yeah, I kind of just took that whole, when I saw that, I didn't even really think about that in regards to this stuff, how it was going to taste. And then I saw the chicken, I was like, oh, this is like Maryland. Like, this is like literally the same thing. But
Yeah,
tastes very different.
You were out the time the other day getting this pow on.
That,
It's I mean PBQ their sandwiches are good. I mean their tenders they're alright. I mean it's not a bad place.
it's not a bad, I think it's not a bad sandwich. My problem is the price. Like, I don't feel like Chick-fil-A, I don't mind spending $10 on a meal.
It's Chick-fil-A.
But PBQ for the same meal, you're spending $14. And I think their fries aren't as good.
No, not even close.
And I don't like their combinations when it comes to the chicken sandwiches, like what they put on it.
I like that honey, the butter honey,
Now-
honey butter chicken sandwich. I love
Shake Shack.
That sounds good. Who has that?
PBQ.
Okay.
Now Shake Shack's spicy honey.
I haven't had the chicken.
That,
heard it's good.
that spicy honey chicken sandwich, amazing.
I can't get past the burgers yet because I mean that's
I'm
like
not
my favorite burger.
I've never even tried the burgers. I just
Oh
want
my
to shake the
God,
chicken.
the burger is like it's the best. It's not, but the thing is like I mean compared to if you eating regular burgers at a normal restaurant like Burger King or McDonald's, it's a totally different concept, but it's so good, man. Like I love that burger. Even some of that burger with sprinkle fries and milkshake, and it's a bit pricey, but you can taste the beef, you can taste the sorrow in the cow's life after having to be slaughtered and turned into a patty.
Well, no, look, think of it differently. Think of it as a sacrifice.
Yeah, it's definitely sacrifice. Because it tastes like you know when you eat hamburgers and sometimes it's like, is this really beef? Like when you eat a Shake Shack burger, it's like, oh, this is beef.
Oh yeah, you know.
Oh,
You
this
already
is definitely it. This tastes like somebody's heart and soul came out of it or something.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. I've always been a big fan of them.
Yeah, they do a good job.
And their cheese fries.
Yeah, fries is the point.
Nacho cheese sauce on top.
That's right by the gig for you too, isn't it?
And we go down.
How you stay away from that on this planet of yours?
I gotta see.
Trader Joe's and stuff like that.
Ah, there you go.
And then there's a juice bar called Nectar. That's next to us too. So
I gotta go to that God Fury place. I'm interested to see what it tastes like.
Is it open?
It's not open yet.
no, it's like
It's on.
crazy as hell. It's taking fucking forever to build it.
it took them forever to get to a point where it even looked like what it was supposed to be. It's just finally actually looking like
Yeah, and finally the outside is finally done.
Yeah.
But they still haven't put the walls up inside. There's a lot of work they still got to do.
And they also down the street from there they have I guess you call it like a meat place.
Oh yeah, Wild Fork.
Wild Fork.
Yeah, I got the membership for free shipping and all that stuff. Their selection
I've
is
heard it's
real good.
interesting stuff there.
Yeah,
I haven't been there yet. It's open though. You can go in there.
yeah. Brown, was that one guy?
Corner of Fairbanks.
No, I went to
Fairbanks.
Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Brown Point.
Oh, yeah, I watched that place get built going to
Oh,
work.
And not only do they got that Guy Fieri place, they got Popeyes right there. So they got Popeyes,
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, that
And on
Guy
top of
Fieri
that,
place, and freaking Pizza.
And you got Publix across the street.
Yeah,
Chicken everywhere.
chicken all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That Publix might be the competitor for
I think so.
for Chick-fil-A to me, because I mean, that chicken tender sandwich is like it's butter, man.
Yo,
It's
you
so
know it's
good.
special this week.
You got what?
$6.99 for the whole.
For what?
Chicken tender sub.
Man, I love that sandwich. That sandwich is so good. They need to just replace Subway with Chick-fil-A or Publix.
I think so.
I'm telling you, like you could throw Subway away and just replace it with a Publix sub place, and people would be like, okay, why are we even eating this?
I mean,
I've been done with Subway since that fucking molester Jared.
and you know, Publix is the biggest employee-owned corporation in America, right?
I've heard that.
They are?
Publix is the biggest owned.
I thought it was UPS. Okay.
No, Publix is the biggest employee-owned corporation in the United States. And all the plazas that you see in there, they own the whole plaza.
Ah, smart.
So that's why you see, if you look at any Publix plaza,
They all look the same.
it's the exact same. Even the businesses that are surrounding it,
Mhm.
they're all the same.
I like Publix though. I didn't really get into Publix until I moved here because we
Same.
had them in Alabama. But
Yeah,
we didn't
we-
have that intersection.
Yeah, because we didn't have them in Illinois.
We didn't have that many, and Publix was kind of like a pricey grocery store for Alabama. Like a lot of people, the areas they were in weren't really. They were usually like the better neighborhoods in the city, so you didn't really have them everywhere.
And are there Winn-Dixie in Alabama too? Because aren't they
We
considered
have
like a
Winn-Dixie.
lower
Winn-Dixie
tier?
trash.
When
See,
Dixie
the
is
one
kind of
by
like
Nate
not
Oviedo is
mediocre.
really nice. They redone the store.
Oh, they redid, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, the way I look at it, if I go to Winn-Dixie,
Shout out to Leon.
How's the background?
what up, man?
Thanks for all the little things.
Okay, I'll hold you to it. I'd rather go to Walmart for groceries than Winn-Dixie.
Okay.
I hate Walmart. Let me just say, I can't stand Walmart.
I like Walmart just because of all the tramp stamps you see.
That's
That-
exactly why I don't want to go. To
It's comic for me. It's comic relief, you know. So
I mean, you know, if you go in there with an upside down pineapple in your cart, you might come out with something. Just saying.
oh, happy day.
Why do you hate Walmart so much?
Because it's like it plagues on the lowest tier of American society, and they give them subpar product, and on top of that, they push their own product over the product from other companies. So instead of them putting a product of a brand that you normally would buy, they'll put their product there and act like they don't have it.
But that's kind of normal. Costco does that with the Kirkland brands.
I mean, that may be true, but they're not Trader Joe.
No.
So you don't go in there thinking all the time that you would buy this.
But look at the denominator that they market to.
Yeah.
You ran out of the Walmart that we went to in Tennessee. That was something else.
And then on top of that, like until recently, they didn't really.
I ain't got no word for that shit.
And not only just that, I mean, until recently, they really didn't pay their employees. For
Well, it's still not
But
really
it's
They
still,
still really don't. I mean, they've changed, but that's what I'm saying. They've gotten better, and they don't.
You know,
Now-
the first Walmart I ever went to was in Wiesbaden, Germany. And that place makes the super Walmart here look like neighborhood Walmart.
really. So it's
Yeah,
legit.
it's huge.
Okay.
It's probably twice the size of a super Walmart here.
Well done.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just amazing.
But you know how the Germans do things, though. So it's another level.
And that was the first place that's the first Walmart I went to that you could go grocery shopping, get clothes, get a meal, get wine, beer, liquor, and get an oil change or your tires changed, all in one place.
Wow. The only thing missing is a massage and happy ending.
Well, that's right down the street.
Ah.
Literally the next block.
Okay.
So while you're waiting for the oil change, you get your own oil change. Steven's got so much shit he wants to say. Look at him.
Well, you did put Germany on one of those countries that you could live in.
Oh, it is. Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. If you told me I had to live in Europe,
Shout out
Germany.
to Alemania, Germany.
You know, we used to go to Walmart a lot. I mean, and we had one really close to our house when I was growing up, so that's where we used to go a lot. But I used to hate.
well, yeah, it's for the convenience of it. You know?
It's just mostly convenient because it's, they're always in particular neighborhoods. So there was one there, and then when they built the Superwood, they were a big fan of it. Everybody supported it, and I don't know. I mean, I don't knock it as a company. I get it.
Like
I
the
just
one late
personally don't
90s.
like going to buy anything there.
Well, it's like,
Like I eat, of course. Like when they, completely different. Actually, we don't have any. We don't even have one close to us. You got to go pretty much to Pine Hill to get to one.
Because you in a WP. Flat power.
Or
Or Queen of the Park, as it were. So what's on tap for the rest of the weekend, gentlemen?
well, I'm gonna. I was telling Chair Force I'm headed over to Stogies and Cycles at Henry's Depot later on. I didn't buy a ticket from Scott Schwartz, and he reminded me that I didn't buy a ticket. And he goes, "Hey Art, you didn't buy a ticket?" I said, "No, I didn't." And he said, "Oh, that's all right. I'm just going to put you on the VIP list." So I said, "Okay, I'll come by and check it out." So they're going to have cigar rollers there.
I got the same text.
Oh, there you go. So, so,
mine said you didn't buy it.
so I'll go by there later, check that out, see what the cigars are looking like, see what the hand rolling looks like there. Get some alcohol, so see what's up over there. And then Sunday my Bears don't play; they're off, so I'll just check out some NFL action.
Some other foosball.
Yeah, and then listen to some Eric Clapton because one of his favorite songs is called Layla. So,
I like that. I like that.
so
Shout out to Labor.
so
Nah, bro. You knew what I knew.
I like warm weather. So, but that's about it. Like good brisket, low and slow.
What about you there, Steven?
Today we're supposed to be going to Cows and Caps. Today at Winter Park, it's a
Ooh.
sort of event that they have in downtown Winter Park. It's like a charity thing.
Okay.
And they're going to have a lot of local food vendors there. They're going to have drinks. And there's I guess Drew Estate is like sponsoring the tent. So they had like a Drew Estate thing. I didn't know who it was until, I didn't find that out until yesterday, I think. But we had got tickets for it because my wife wanted to go. And I decided, she was like, we're going to go this next weekend. And I was like, sure. So we got tickets. But it's supposed to be nice. Like I said, it's all local owned restaurants. They're going to be there. And it should be like 7 to like 10.
Okay.
And in the park. So it should be pretty interesting because I heard something about some cigar company or somebody in the cigars was going to be sponsoring, and I was like, well, I know it ain't Dom. So I was like,
Shout out to
that's
Dom.
going to be. I'm done. Like, no, I'm going to that motherfucker.
We gotta get him on the podcast, man. He's like, no, I cuss too much. I said, that's all right. We're podcasting now. We can do that. And shout out to CJ Hanlon, former owner of Bellicoso, who had a birthday the other day, and sent me a text asking if I knew of anyone who carried the American Cigar by J.C. Newman. But apparently nobody around here carries it. I asked Don about it, but he said his friend Mario carries it at some place out of Lakeland called Cigar or something. But I don't know if either of you have had that or heard of it. But apparently it's called the American cigar just because it's all the tobacco sourced out of the United States. So he wants to buy some boxes for the holiday season. So if I'm able to get my hands on any of those, I'll be sharing them because I've never heard of that particular cigar. Had you?
I haven't had much anything from them,
Yeah. So
which is kind of surprising given as much as I smoke. I don't think I've had it.
Well, not surprising I haven't seen it at the shop that we don't name.
You mean Walmart?
Pretty much.
pretty much.
Yeah, because I was in
I'm
there.
start calling that the Walmart. Not
Last,
Walmart, the Walmart.
Corona Mart.
And art.
But it's that. No,
You
fuck,
name
fuck that. But
it. No,
yeah,
name it.
but the
We'll fight though.
but the American Factory Cigar by J.C. Newman is available at Cigar Life in Lakeland.
Okay.
Yeah, so I called and talked to Mario. He's got it in a Churchill, and he's got a Robusto. So $350 for a box of 20 for the Toro.
Fuck.
That's a steep price.
The fuck?
Yeah,
That's gonna be amazing.
yeah. So
Better give me a hand job at that.
yeah,
Get you a Vicky watch in the process.
Something.
yeah, that's $17.50 a cigar. So, but I don't know if they that's for a box of 20. I don't know if they carry in boxes of 10 or 5 packs. So there you go.
$17.50 for a Robusto? Something I did. Yeah.
It might.
Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
Now,
Never.
Not for a Robusto.
Now, I will see if I can get my hands on them because Angela Yu from Grand Cathedral sent me a message inviting me to a J.C. Newman event on November 30th, which is a Tuesday. It's going to have a 3-course meal, music, food.
I still haven't been there.
Again,
No.
Grand Cathedral.
Yeah, I still ain't been
Why
there.
you ain't gone, man?
Yes.
Let's go. I got
Yeah.
homies.
You fuckers, I got kids.
I mean, we can make it quick.
Ain't no quick cigar trip.
Yeah, it is. Hey, look. We can just say you got lost.
I ain't gonna lie.
You don't got a lot. We'll lie for you.
You know, we could
I
probably,
just want to tell
you know, we
I'm
could
a
possibly
rookie.
Oh, that would be great.
talk to
You hit
Bob.
that outside my house,
Yeah.
black bag me,
That's
don't
not-
hold on too long. That might shot you.
That will not go over well. But maybe we could arrange it. Maybe we can arrange it for the powers that be to take the Spring Man down there.
I'm telling you, we gotta go. I'll call Nick and Jeff and be like, yo, we coming through, posse out, then we can go to, what's that place called? Little Child?
He still look like that looks like she's pregnant.
Man, we're not gonna talk about that. we not gonna talk about that. The views of art does not represent me, Nick.
Well, we heard it from you, Steven, so
No, he said it. I didn't say anything. He said that. He was like, who's that girl? That's a girl. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. I don't think so.
you ain't say I don't think so. You said, nah, she just fat.
I did not say that, bro. I did not say that. That was all art, bro. That was all art. What did I say?
Damn.
That's so fucked up.
You
That
said.
light skin is showing out today.
Man.
He's throwing niggas under the butt. I didn't say that.
And shout out to, and I showed Chairforce, and shout out to Atabay for this interesting design for the Toro.
Is that a vibrator?
It does look like if you put a red bow on it, it can make somebody very happy at Valentine's Day.
You
But-
know what?
but
That
it-
might be a butt plug.
But it's a humidor, and then underneath you can put some distilled water, and then when you take the cap off, you got a punch back.
See, now that,
And then the cigar goes right in.
see, now that I would pay $17.50 for.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
This is supposed to be 24.
I mean, but it's still a good cigar, so yes.
It's
The fact that it's such a good cigar and that you get all that in a case,
That's
that's kind of a
I
win.
thought it was a very good idea, but yeah, this is the Logos. So yeah. So
Shout out to that.
yeah,
Hell yeah,
That's like some inventive shit right there.
it is very inventive.
I don't think I've ever seen a glass case
I
like
ain't never had that before.
that.
Oh, and if you were in downtown Orlando this weekend,
EDC.
do not be afraid of all the half naked or naked people with different colored hair.
They just listen to electric music get hot.
Yeah.
If I could have made it this weekend, I would.
Shout out to Travis Scott.
Electric Daisy Carnival, Travis Scott. Oh my gosh, why?
I mean, you know,
Look, let me tell you
it's
something.
not, I just hope nothing like that happens.
Let me tell you
It's
something.
gonna be
Hold on,
chill.
hold on.
Electric
Hold on.
music doesn't make you do shit like that.
This Travis Scott shit, this ain't his fucking fault.
It really isn't. It's a big.
So everybody who thinks that it's his fault, you're fucking idiots.
Here's the only thing I'll say is because how he is as a performer, he kind of pumps people to do stuff. But that's any. I mean,
That's
anytime
any true performer.
Any true performer is
In
gonna do
any
that.
genre.
It's just the venue is supposed to be able to say, "Hey, yo, we got this taken care of.
Paul.
We'll slow it down, whatever."
Yeah, like that. You
I
have to
don't
fault the
know if I'd
venue
wear
and.
what- I don't know if I'd wear what her son wore, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Paula.
I think you should just go shirtless. I mean, I wouldn't wear no shirt. Shout out to my Jamaicans that do it all the time, but ain't my style.
So,
But yeah, they're having fun. They don't fight, and the best thing was, and I'm mad I couldn't get tickets because we had so much shit to do this weekend.
but yeah, Alicia and Soo Young were there, as you can see.
Wow.
You know, they do the music thing, so you know they do their stuff, so they were there. So,
Oh, you got hearts and oh shit! Look at
All
you.
right, all right.
Oh,
I see them DMs.
it goes down in the DM. All right, I see.
Let's just say Art's DM is a tsunami.
Just waves. Waves.
Waves.
Shout out to
all
the 40-year-old version
particles
reference.
of females. Waves of them falling through.
I need to relight my Rodriguez.
In other words, try to say you get dick wet.
Wait, it's like saturated. It's like those people that overwater their plants. There's just sogginess in a pot.
Hey, as long as I ain't got to sleep in the wet spot, I'm good.
You let them sleep in the wet
The
spot.
views of the ATF radio show. Well, yeah,
You don't like it, log off, bitch. I don't care.
this is true. This is true. We're not for everybody. Only the sexy people.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, so if I can get a hold of that American Factory, if I go to this event on the 30th, I'll try to grab a couple of demos back. In addition to some of the other house lines that they have there. So
With a,
right.
when you going? Because I might go.
It's November
The
30th.
30th.
It's a Tuesday.
Well, you know what? I just realized something too. Completely missed the cigar festival. And in Eagle.
You know what's hard? We want to start putting shit on the calendar, the icon and everything for this motherfucker.
Well, I thought that was all we were sharing the calendar anyway.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we were sharing for the guest stuff at the beginning. But your text today talking about, are we doing the show and at what time? I was like,
because it's not like it's. Come on, man. In the
It's
last
consistently
month,
at 3
in the
o'clock.
last month, it ain't been the same time every day.
the only time it changed was because of the C3 festival.
Yeah, but still.
And when we went to St. Augustine.
I mean, still, it's not been, the last few weeks, it ain't been exactly certain, and we have not seen each other all week. So I don't
Well,
know.
it's my fault you don't want to hang out with me and I'm smoking.
Hey, man, y'all, how can you let me know nothing? I mean, all I can say is,
I got receipts, nigga.
all I can say is the group chat be dropped.
I sent both of you the invite. So $118, and to kick off the holidays and to pay homage to Tampa's hometown favorites, our first quarterly cigar dinner will feature J.C. Newman Cigar Company.
What's the cigars that they give me out for $19?
Let's see, that's it.
It's like food.
Hors d'oeuvres from 6 to 10, Cuban fusion spring rolls and pimento cheese crostinis, 3-course dinner. First course is crispy alligator, smoked yogurt, and arugula salad. Second course is prime rib or shrimp and grits. Third course, bananas, rump Foster. Bobby Newman will be there. A 5-pack of J.C. Newman's, including the Diamond Crown Maximus, Diamond Crown Connecticut, Brickhouse Connecticut, Cuesta Rey, and the Perla del Mar Corojo.
They made a Corojo of that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I sent you both the link. So if you decide to go, let me know. I haven't bought my ticket yet, but I will be buying my ticket this weekend. So
I may have to slide through there.
yeah,
You talking about down south event?
yeah.
Nah,
The Grand Cathedral on 30th. So
I thought you were talking about the
December.
new event down south.
Oh, the DC, December 5th. No, that's a different event.
What they do?
The Great Smoke?
We don't.
No, that ain't until February.
But the tickets went on sale on
The tickets
Friday.
already?
Yeah, this past Friday.
Shout out to cousin TC in the house.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, this past Friday. Yesterday, it went on sale.
Oh, actually,
I might take a picture down there.
I am.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well.
You know.
That's the first time I met TC now.
Oh, shucky ducky quack quack.
First time I met
Quack, quack,
TC.
shucky ducky.
No, don't start. Don't
Great
start.
smoke event.
Huh?
All I'm going to say is body paint. All I'm going to say body paint.
Oh, yes, yes.
Scrippers. SKR. Scrippers.
You didn't tell me TC was up late enough to be going.
That night I
Let me
was.
tell you something. You don't know old TC.
Because
You know-
TC
you
said
know-
he go to sleep early.
What did I tell you, Stephen, earlier? I
Let me
said,
tell you, Steve.
when I was back in the world, back in the
he's still
day.
in the world.
Let me tell you. Back in the early 2000s, 2010s.
Nah, to the
That motherfucker.
Oh,
Because I moved to Florida in 2008. I met him in 2010, I think it was.
2010.
And let me tell you something. You think I partied? That motherfucker.
Not TC.
I don't know. Maybe it was because it was Palm Beach, and it was just a different. Because we were closer to the water, and the humidity was different. I don't know what it was.
That'd be the one.
But yeah, he closed down the gentleman's club with me a couple times.
Okay.
I mean, he wasn't working security either.
No.
The lady ballerinas.
Lady ballerinas.
Lady ballerinas.
Dollars make them holler.
I make a thunderstorm. Quarters only.
I ain't gonna lie. I would.
20s get you plenty.
That's a nice event. Very
We
nice.
need to go to the palace, by the way.
Where the palace? What's that?
Don't tell them that. They ain't
You
ready.
know about the palace. Let me tell you something.
He's not ready.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't ready.
The palace to me
You
is.
about to Google it now.
Is it a Disney exhibit?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Acrobatics.
Let me tell you something.
You won't never forget.
Let me tell you something. The palace to me is what Onyx, King of Diamonds, and Stadium are from their perspective.
Oh, on OBT.
Yeah. Don't let the address fool you.
Hold on.
Because when you go in there, you think you're in Miami. I promise you. I promise you. And you know you're in the hood because you can't spend less than $20 at the bar with your card. Because they ain't trying to pay them fees.
Yeah, it does look sketchy on the outside here.
Well, what can you get inside?
It's
What can you get in there?
as Tory Lane says,
5526 South Orange Blossom Trail.
it's litty with the titties.
I'm trying to think of where that is. 'Cause I know I done drove
Right,
by.
there's a whole strip of strip clubs right there.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then right
it is.
outside, they got a food truck.
Oh yeah, I know where that one is. What's that other place that's down the street from there that's got a
Something Cabaret is the other one.
yeah.
That shit sucked ass.
Because when I used to have to go to Apoca, I used to drive by there every morning.
Worse than the place we went to in Nashville.
They had more talent in Nashville than they had in that place. They don't like the one we went to, the Cabaret place. They only had like 6 girls in there, and it was about 50 motherfuckers in there.
That's pretty bad for Orlando. There's a lot of talent in Orlando. It's not good. You only got 6 in there.
Well, that's like I'm not a big fan of dancers either. My thing is,
Yeah, our mutual friend talks about that place all the time.
my biggest thing is, if you own a strip club, you gotta have diversity. If you want to be
If you want to make
successful.
money, you gotta have diversity because everybody's got different tastes.
Yeah, I don't like going into a strip club and seeing
All one.
the same chick with a different hairdo or a different color hair. Like, for what? I can go to Walmart for that.
Oh, back to Walmart again.
That's where they look like they from. Walmart. In the Wally world. TCO, look, TCO over there dreaming about the palace right now. You get flashbacks.
I was gonna make a comment about Walmart.
I told Steve just turn a pineapple upside down in his cart and walk through there about 12:30 at night. You come out with something extra for free.
Don't put that in Steve's mind. He gonna do it.
He ain't gonna do it. Art gonna do it though. Art I'm like, Siri, what's the closest Walmart?
Got my pineapple. I'm ready.
Trying out my body count. Like,
Oh shit!
No comment.
Oh shit! Hey, proud of you, bro.
well,
When in Rome.
now that I'm the double nickel, my goal in life is to make them all
Huh?
triple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. What's up, John?
Oh, I was just gonna come back over here, but I didn't
Oh,
want
no,
to.
you had to
You were welcome. You were welcome, John.
Well,
Welcome.
we weren't gonna make noise when y'all doing that.
No, make noise.
Don't say that.
When you come back, bring some dances.
I ain't got that. Oh, I got that. Oh,
I don't want no dudes.
well,
You got to do it. That's why. Got to be okay.
Virgil said he got to figure out what you driving these days. You always confuse him. Yeah.
You know what?
He said he used to the Escalade, but now you driving something else.
You want to know what? I'm gonna pull the TC line. You never know what I'm gonna pull up in. TC pulled up on me last week, and I'm looking for a Suburban or Escalade. This motherfucker's in the minivan. $10. I said, sneaky motherfucker.
Man.
I said, God damn. I'm looking all over the parking lot. I had to literally walk over to somebody's Suburban. And they looking at me. I'm like, that ain't TC. Then I had to pick up the phone and call. I'm like, where you at? I said,
Right up front, buddy. Wait on you.
Hey, that's how I be. He had to hide out.
You need to get up here, right?
Ooh,
He
yeah,
can-
you got it.
Oh, yeah, good.
I like that.
Family's in the house. There are certain people that are not welcome in here, but John is not one.
Your
Okay.
boy.
Well, he on his way over here.
Oh, what?
No, my boy. How you switch over to my boy? I thought it was Art boy or your boy.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's all
Fuck
my
out
boy.
of here.
No, not my boy. No,
Y'all cold-blooded.
no, we not. We just being honest.
Cold-blooded. Truth will set you free.
They don't set me free on this situation then.
No comment.
Man, say what you feel, Steve.
That's it. I
I
don't
like
feel
the
it.
little bracelets.
Thank you.
They're cute.
Thank you. That's what she said.
Who?
I gotta set me free, man.
Who said it?
She, her, whoever she is.
You only got one sheep, so that's why I asked him.
There's a lot of she's out there.
Oh, listen to him. What?
What do you mean now?
Okay.
You got a different area codes. What you saying?
That is not what I said.
Different
That's
APO.
not what I said.
We've gone off the rails.
You gonna learn today, motherfucker.
Gone off the rails.
That is not what Steven said.
Well,
That is not what
I
I
don't
said.
even want him to get this translated at all. Steven did not say that.
But he meant it.
I totally did not mean it.
Oh shit.
But different area codes is a good analogy. I like that.
But so have you made your down payment on that weapon?
no, the PK and the
No, not the PPK.
No,
What the fuck I'm talking about?
and the 12 gauge tactical.
No,
Mike's
the 6 hour
308.
308.
I will let you know when it's done.
Oh, Steve,
See, senor.
when can we go up to Bama?
I don't know.
Do a little bit of hunting and shooting.
I'm supposed to go in February. I'm not going for. I mean, I might be able to do some hunting, but that wasn't particularly the reason why I was going. But I mean, it can happen. I wasn't going to plan on going at all the rest of this year.
You taking a wife?
She wanted to go. That's how I know.
No hunting trip.
She doesn't particularly care to go back home that often. Not really. I mean, not as much as I do. But I mean, even if she does go, it wouldn't have anything to do with whether I would go or not. You But if I end up going, I just end up going.
What else you got? Oh, shout out to Wendell the other day.
Yes.
Wendell picked up one of these, the exact replica.
The freaking Rican?
Yes, he walked into K Jewelers on Veterans Day, Thursday. Got a 40% discount.
Motherfucker. Can't send him a bitch, then you call him, tell me.
Yeah. Sent me a text, sent me pictures out on his wrist and everything. He was like, "Yep." I said, "Did you have to show proof or anything?" He goes, "Nope. I just sleep talked the lady behind the counter, told her I was a vet, and she gave me 40% discount."
Wow,
So,
that's a real discount right there.
so
You know what that is?
So keep that in mind. K Jewelers, if that's what they're doing.
So you know what that is? What that movie Shotters, right?
Huh?
You seen the movie Shotters? You gotta see it.
Okay.
So there's a scene where this dude. What up, man?
They give me a 9:46 in the morning, cut the dawn and yawn and wipe the cold out my eye.
All right, I'll be right there.
Notorious.
There's a few other things.
Hey, I gotta go, guys.
Girl's grandfather just collapsed.
Oh, so very sorry. Well, we will wrap this up and take care of family business.
My girl's grandfather just collapsed. 93. Oh, shit. Unconscious.
Here?
Yeah.
Just that?
Yeah. Her sister just called me.
That's how we want to end the show
No.
on this second Saturday of November. But duty calls, family comes first. Handle the business. For Yard Snob, Chairport Steve, yours truly. We will see you for Points Unknown next Saturday.